Now let's see how to add fractions. I have this rectangular stripe in front of me, and if you look at the stripe, you can see that 2 out of the 5 parts are colored in purple and 1 part out of 5 is colored in green. So if I have to write that in terms of fractions, I can say that 2 over 5 of the stripe is in purple and 1 over 5 is in green. So if I say that how much of the picture is colored, what I can do is I can add these two fractions. So I can say 2 over 5 plus 1 over 5 equal to 3 over 5 of the picture is colored, regardless of which color it is. And you can see that in the picture that 3 parts out of 5 parts are colored. Let's take one more example. Now in this case, 2 parts out of 5 are purple, which I can show using a fraction 2 over 5. And the green part I can show using a fraction 3 over 5. And I can see that the whole stripe, all the 5 parts are colored. So I can say that 2 over 5 plus 3 over 5 is equal to 5 over 5, which is equal to 1. 1 means the whole thing, the whole stripe is covered. So what did we learn here? We saw that when we have like fractions means the denominators are same. When we have like fractions, we add the numerators and the denominator remains the same. In the first example, the numerator is 3, which is equal to 2 plus 1, and the denominator is 5. In the second example, 2 plus 3 equal to 5 is the new numerator and the denominator is 5. Now this was all about the like fractions. Now how about unlike fractions? How do we do that? Now let's look at this example. Here the fractions are 1 over 8 and 7 over 12. That means these are unlike fractions. Now we know how to add like fractions. So what can we do? We can convert these fractions into like fractions. Now how do we convert it? First we find the LCM of the denominators and then we find equivalent fractions of these fractions where the new denominator is the LCM of these denominators. Let's take a look at an example so we can understand it better. Now here my denominators are 8 and 12. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the LCM of these denominators. Now the LCM of 8 and 12 is 24. 8 3s are 24 and 12 2s are 24. Now let's find equivalent fractions for 1 over 8 and 7 over 12 where the denominator becomes 24. Now the equivalent fraction for 1 over 8 is 3 over 24 and the equivalent fraction for 7 over 12 is 14 over 24. In the first case we have multiplied the numerator and the denominator by 3, and in the second case we have multiplied the numerator and the denominator by 2 to make the denominator 24. Now what we have here are like fractions. Now since these are like fractions, it is very easy to add these. 14 plus 3 is 17. So the numerator is 17. Denominator remains the same, which is 24. So our answer is 17 over 24. So we can say 1 over 8 plus 7 over 12 is equal to 17 over 24. Now let's look at this example. What we have here is we have 3 fractions and all these fractions are unlike fractions. So what are we going to do? We should first calculate the LCM of the denominators. So the LCM for 2, 4 and 5 is 20. 2 10s are 20, 5 4s are 20 and 4 5s are 20. Now let's find equivalent fractions of these three fractions where the denominator is 20. So the equivalent fraction for 1 over 2 or 1/2 is 10 over 20. The equivalent fraction for 3 over 5 is 12 over 20, and for 1 over 4 it is 5 over 20. Now what we have are all like fractions, so it's easy to add these. So let's say 10 plus 12 is equal to 22. 22 plus 5 is 27. So our answer is 27 over 20. So the addition of 1 over 2 and 3 over 5 and 1 over 4 is 27 over 20. Now what if I add these fractions in some different order? What if I add 3 over 5 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2, in different order? Would my answer change? No. The answer remains exactly the same. So what we learn here is that we can add the fractions in any order and the sum, the result, remains exactly the same. If you want, you can try it out. You can take any fractions and add those in any order and you can check it out.